Brown's Family Homestead. In this video, we're going to be planting some hardy annuals late summer to hopefully get some early spring blooms next year. This was my first year growing some cut flowers and they did pretty well. Besides my chickens getting into almost every single thing that I planted, overall, I'm pretty happy with the results of my flowers. So this is gonna be my first time planting hardy annuals, and so I'm gonna be direct sowing some today, and then I'm going to be starting some seeds indoors. I'm gonna show you my awesome seed starting trays that are reusable that you should get for sure because they're just great. So with that being said, let's get into this video and start doing some projects and start sowing some seeds indoors. So let's go. This is my Cosmos, and there's so much life left in these. This one hasn't even started blooming yet, so these have been so pretty. I love these, and they're just super easy. They're cut and come again. Same with straw flower, and mine are dying. Things are starting to look sad. You're getting the real and raw of my flowers right now, but these are in good shape still. So they feel like straw. They're cut and come again. They dry, like if I was to pick this today, it would stay and maintain this shape and color. That's a super cool thing about straw flowers. So definitely planting both of these things again. And here is my really neglected dahlia patch that I grew from seed. I got all of these from, I believe it was Floret Farm, all of these are from. But the reason why these bonnets are on them is because the bugs were getting them, and I was spraying them with an organic spray and it was still not working. So I put these bonnets on them and it protects them and keeps them in really good shape. So when it's time to cut, they're just in perfect condition still. So a lot of them need to be cut because these are also cut and come again. But I'm really happy with these. So the thing with my dahlias is towards the end of fall, I'm gonna have to dig all of the tubers up and separate them, and then you can overwinter them and plant them again next spring. So I'm definitely doing that. I'll make a whole video on that process, but I love them. They're all different. This one's so pretty. And these are my snapdragons, and I loved these. These are another cut and come again. If you see a pattern, it's cut and come again, because the more you cut, the more they produce. They're pretty low maintenance. I didn't even stake these. I don't really recommend that. We had a couple storms and they kind of flopped on over, but overall, I'm so happy with these, and they just add a lot to a bouquet. And they came in different colors. So there's that one's more yellow. There's like an all pink one over there. If you have any questions about varieties, I got these from Johnny Seed. I'd be happy to answer any questions on where I got seeds from, or what kind of flower they are. Back here, let me get it to focus, is a stocks flower, and this is like so overgrown, but those have been done for a long time. I'm just kind of drying them out a little bit to get some seed from them, but those are one and done flowers. So I planted them all, and then they were ready all at the same time, and I had like a week window where I had to use them or they were just gonna go bad, and I don't really like that too much. So not a huge fan of the stocks, but they are pretty. These are on their way out. These are Lacy Lavender Blue. Loved these so much. Another cut and come again. They are so pretty, and they add a very organic kind of wildflower feel to bouquets. Super easy to grow, didn't have any problems, loved it. And this flower, I love these. This is called a sunball, and when you dry this, it will look the exact same. It doesn't change. It is such a fun touch. Like, it just reminds me of Horton Hears a Who. So these are so cool, just in arrangements, dried arrangements, easy to grow. I loved these. While I'm here in the garden, I have to get a couple of vegetables, so you'll be here to watch me harvest a little bit. The garden is a zoo right now. It's neglected. It's in rough shape, but I'm making some bone broth chicken noodle soup tonight, so I need some carrots for that.
No, pickle.
Come on, Lay, put them in.
Found one. Wait, done. You did me one?
Sure. We have a sugar baby watermelon that I think is done. All right, that's what we have for today. I could pick more, but we got to get started with some flowers, so let's go. So this video, we partnered up with Bootstrap Farmer, and full transparency, I reached out to them because I saw a flower farmer using their products and I just fell in love and I was like, I have to have this. So I reached out to them and they so graciously sent over some stuff. So I'm super excited to show you guys. So one thing about us is we have done seed starting on a small scale, but we actually just got a industrial sized greenhouse that hopefully will be up and running next year. So seed starting is going to be huge for us. And the last thing that I want is to start accumulating all these things that aren't going to last with time and that are cheap. And Bootstrap Farmer, I just saw their stuff, fell in love. So I'm super excited to show you guys what we have here. So when I start seed starting, it's all going to be used with Bootstrap Farmer. So they're going to be linked in the description of this video so you guys can shop around. But first thing, they gave me 5 humidity domes, which I've been using saran wrap. So this is so exciting for me. And it's also really durable. It's made in the US and there is no breaking any of this and everything stacks perfectly. So also if you do seed starting, you know that stuff doesn't stack well and I have just bins of things. So now this is so nice that I just have this and I don't have to accumulate all these different things that they don't last over time. So next is this 72 cell air prune propagation seed starting tray. So 72 cells, there's holes on the bottom. So when you're ready to transplant, all you do is stick your finger in to pop the plant out. So durable. Like I'm trying to bend it as hard as I can. There's no breaking this. Color coded. So whether you just like the colors for fun, but they're also practical. So if I wanted to plant all of my snapdragons in the orange, I can remember that very easily. And then if I want to plant cosmos in my purple, I can do that and not forget because it's super easy just to forget what you planted and where it is. So if you're not interested in that, how fun are these? It just makes farming that much more fun to have something that's enjoyable to look at. So there's pink and then I have blue. So awesome, super durable, easy, stackable. It's gonna be so easy just to fill this with moist dirt and just get started. Okay, so next up is they gave me 5 of their durable trays for underneath these. So again, these are super durable as well. There's no breaking it. And this goes into this. And then the humidity dome goes right over here. And it is a perfect fit. This is going to be amazing to have. I'm so excited to use this because I know this stuff is going to last for years. And also, if you don't want these, you can just buy these trays right here and get like a 4 cell or a 6 cell. And they come in all those different fun colors. So you can have like a 6 cell, put it in here, and then be like, okay, those are sunflowers. Okay, my green peppers are in pink. Like do it that way so you can fill this with all different colors of the colors that they offer into this tray and know what everything is and not lose track. So made in the US, durable, stackable, gonna have it for years. I'm super appreciative. Thank you so much, Bootstrap Farmer, and make sure you guys shop in the link to check out their products. This is what I'm using to seed start today. So we're gonna go inside and we're gonna get started on our seeds. Mason wants me to open up this before we get started to see what we're working with, if this watermelon turned out okay or not.
I'm so excited.
Ooh. Okay, this is the fun part. So I'm in zone 6B. This should have been started late July. It's late August. My first frost is usually mid to late October. So I am late because you want to get this stuff that you started indoors outside transplanted 4 weeks minimum before your first frost date. So I'm definitely cutting it close, but I'm going to talk about the things that like to be directly sown versus the things that like to be started indoors. What I'm directly sowing outside is going to be larkspur, Orlea, yarrow, And I have two different types of foxgloves. I have a peach and a lavender foxgloves, which are biannual flowers. So these things like to be started directly outside. So I'm gonna get those started on my no-dig compost garden bed that I'm gonna be doing. Next up, I have a tray right here from the Bootstrap Farmer, and I'm gonna be filling it with dirt and putting my ranunculus corms in it. And then I have 3 different seeds right here. So I'm gonna have 24 of each flower in this tray. And I'm going to have a poppy, it's like an Iceland poppy. And then I'm gonna have 2 different types of rutabaga. There's one with a black center and then one with like a pale yellow. And then over here, I'm gonna have 18 of each flower. And I'm gonna have 2 different types of snapdragons. So something to consider for snapdragons is they come in group numbers. So you wanna make sure that your type of snapdragon that you're getting prefers cold weather or warm weather, because they are different, and these ones like cold weather, they do well in it, and they prefer it. So something to know if you're looking at snapdragons. And then I have dianthus and feverfew. And then over here, we're gonna do 24 of each of these, and these are all canterberries. I think I'm saying that right, but they look like bells. They are so pretty. I have them in 3 different colors. I have pink, white, and rose. They are so pretty. I've never seen them before, so that's a new flower for me. So anyways, we're gonna get our dirt ready, get it all moist and ready to be filling these trays, and we're gonna start our planting. So let's get going. Okay, something about ranunculus is that it's good to soak them 3 to 4 hours before you plant them. So look, it's like a little octopus. So I'm gonna leave these in here for a bit and then get started on everything else. I don't have a tote or anything to put dirt in, so I'm gonna be mixing my soil in this homeschool box. It's gonna get really dirty in here. Wish me luck. Here we go. This is gonna be my first tray that I'm gonna do the rutabaga and the poppies in. So first I'm just gonna fill all of these, the tray with the dirt. So something cool about these trays is that if you wanna make it as compact as possible, what you do is you take another empty tray. So let me go get a tray real quick and show you. Up and just push down. Just like that. And now they are strong. This is so easy to use. I love this. And fast. Now, boom, done. Oh, I just made a mess. So now, perfect. First up is my poppies and rutabaga. Both of these need light to germinate, so I'm gonna place a seed right directly on top. I have vermiculite also, but it's in our chicken coop storage area, so I don't have it on hand, but eventually I will sprinkle some vermiculite on it. I think most of these are pretty small, so here's a little hack for you. Take the seeds, place them in a bowl like this, And then have a little bit of water. Use this little bit of water that my ranunculus corms are in, and you just wet your toothpick down just a little bit, and then it'll easily just grab a seed, so you can be precise with like how many seeds you're putting in and not lose count. So far, poppies and rutabaga, both of them, they like the light. So I'll skip the repetitive stuff and just go on. All right, so this tray is done, but I marked them by putting a toothpick here, so I knew that's when my first round of rutabaga would go, and then my second round of like the Black-Eyed Susan type variety. So number 1 done. And then on to this one, my Snapdragons, Dianthus, and Feverfew. All of these things need light to germinate, so you're just placing the seeds on top of the soil once again. All right, so we're on to the last tray, the Canterbury. I still don't even know if I'm saying that right. These seeds also need light to germinate. Everything needs light. You just place it on top of the soil. And so I'm going to do 24 of each, and then I'm done. I just have to do the ranunculus, but that's super easy. So we'll show you that too. Guys, we've reached the finish line of giving them some water and then putting the domes on and being done. I use this mister just for the germination part, and then once they get a little bit more established, I then switch to like a squirt bottle. Here is a day 4 update on how my germination's going. So the humidity domes are definitely doing their job. They're making my life a lot easier because I don't have to water as frequently. And for day 4, I am really happy with what's going on here. Most everything is starting to sprout. Even my Snapdragons, and my Snapdragons last time took a really long time. So make sure you guys check out Bootstrap Farmer and subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, because I'm bringing you guys along on this whole flower farming journey. Thanks for watching!